Hi Deirdre here. We're going to do the VAT rate linking sheets. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to name this cell here on the VAT rate sheet. Now remember, it's always the number you name, it's not the heading that you name. So right mouse click on the 20% and define name. Now it's automatically picked up the name for me. I'm quite happy with that. If it didn't come up automatically, or you're doing it a second time or something goes wrong, just type in a name. You know, even put in the number 2 on it if it isn't working for you, but make sure there's no spaces in the name. So that's okay. So you can tell it's named because when you click on it, up here it says the VAT rate. Okay, if I click on the cell above it, it says B3, but if I click on that cell, it says the VAT rate. So you know that that cell is named. So that's fine. We're now going to go over to the Mary sheet over here, and we're going to use that VAT rate. So we're going to say equals the 2220 multiplied by, and we could click here on the VAT rate and click the VAT rate, okay? And at this point, either click on the correct sign up here or press enter, okay? And then we can click and drag it down. We can do our auto sums and correct, and click and drag down, and do our auto sums here and correct and drag across. Now we do exactly the same on the Tom sheet. So equals the VAT rate. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do multiply. So I forgot to multiply it by the 5590. So I'm just going to click in here and put in star, and then click on the cell with the 5590 in it, which is B3. So it's equals the VAT rate multiplied by B3, and press enter. And click and drag down, do our totals. Do our totals down the bottom and drag across. Okay, and then do the current sheet. So equals to start, the 3370 multiplied by, and this time I don't feel like clicking on the links VAT rate, so I could actually just start to type it. So if I start to type in the, and you can see the VAT rate comes up here. So I can click on it, or double click on it, or else press tab to get onto it. So double click on it, and up here you can say equals B3 multiplied by the VAT rate. That's fine. I can do it that way either. And click and drag down, do our auto sums, and drag across, and do our auto sum out here, and correct, and drag down. So we have 3 sheets all gathered together with the VAT that is in. Now let's move to the VAT collected sheet. And now we want to pick up the VAT from Mary and from Tom and from Karen from the bar. So we're going to say equals to start. We click on Mary, we click on the 444, and then we say plus. We type in a plus up here. Then we click on Tom, we click on the 1118 and plus. Okay, so Mary C3 plus Tom C3 plus Karen C3. Okay, so it's saying equals Mary C3 plus Tom C3 plus Karen C3. That's perfect, and press enter or correct. That's lovely. Click and drag down. Click on your total there, auto sums, and correct. Okay, that's us done.